Hello, friends. The city of Varanasi is referred by different names: Kashi, the current name of Varanasi, and Banaras. Have you ever wondered how come the city of Varanasi has these many names? And is there a difference really when we refer to Varanasi as Kashi or Varanasi or Banaras? Let's find out. In the Vedas and Mahabharata and all ancient texts, the city of Varanasi has been referred as Kashi always. So we can definitely conclude that Kashi is the ancient name of Varanasi. So how come the city name changed from Kashi to Varanasi? Well, there's actually a small difference when we call Varanasi as Kashi. Not only the name is ancient, the location of the city is also slightly different. Let's check out on the map what I'm saying. Before I start explaining the difference between Kashi and Varanasi, let me make one thing clear. The city of Varanasi and Banaras are essentially the same thing. They both are modern names of the city of Kashi. It's just a difference of language wherein you pronounce Varanasi and or Banaras. We have adopted the name as Varanasi. And it makes sense also since the city is located between the river Varuna and kind of river Asi. We'll talk about it a little later. So, coming back to the issue of Kashi versus Varanasi. Well, the city of ancient city of Kashi that has been referred to in all our ancient texts is actually a city that is located slightly on the outskirts of the modern city of Varanasi. So here is the modern city of Varanasi with all its ghats, and slightly on the outskirts of it was the ancient city of Kashi. Now, thing is, why did the city shift in a different direction? We'll come on to that. But before going to that, let's see. Let's explore this. Let's zoom into the ancient city of Kashi. The most important place in the ancient city of Kashi was the Adi Keshva Mandir. Something which I can compare to the Kashi Vishwanath temple today. Let's get one thing very clear. The city of Varanasi or the ancient city of Kashi has been a very, very important, crucial religious and spiritual center worldwide historically for thousands of years. So Buddhism, Jainism, and of course different stratas of Hinduism were important. So both the Vedic and the shamanic school of thoughts were prevalent in the city of Varanasi. Coming from the shamanic school of thoughts, the Buddhist and the Jainism religions were prevalent in the city of Kashi. Also prevalent was various strands of Hinduism or the Vedic school of thoughts. So Shaivism, Vaishnavism, both were equally important. So isn't it not strange that we do have a very, very significant Kashi Vishwanath temple, which is considered as the main pillar of Varanasi today, but we don't see such importance any Vishnu temple. Well, there was Vishnu temple, and in fact, it was the most critical and most important temple of the city of Kashi. It was the Adikeshwar Mandir. And the location, look at the location was so important. It was right where the Varuna river meets the Ganga river. Right at the emerging point was located the Adikeshwar Mandir. And from there, the city expanded northwards. Even today, you can, although the temple is no longer in the same glory, but you can still go and see the temple. It's in the Rajghat area, on the outskirts of the city. And then from there, the city expanded northwards. And if we go northwards, if we try to go northwards, we would come across and we will see the city of Sarnath. So if I just type in Sarnath here, on the map, so here is Sarnath, just northwards. So from the Adikeshwar Mandir, here, if I travel northwards, I come to the city of Sarnath. And this is how the city expanded in those times. And that's why Lord Buddha gave his first recital at Sarnath, almost in the city. And this is what is the most critical difference between Varanasi of today and Kashi of yesterday. So let's come to the fact as to what happened to such an important place of worship. Well, what really happened was, let's get back to Adikeshwar temple again. So what really happened was, in the 12th century, somewhere around in the 1190s, 1190s, or to be more precise, 1194, the army of Qutbuddin Aibak under the General Muhammad Ghori ransacked the city of Kashi, plundered it, looted, and of course, like most of the Islamic invaders of those times, destroyed the Adikeshwar Mandir. After he left, the people rebuilt it, but then the city had lost its glory, and the new city was formed a little away from the city of Kashi, making the current city of Varanasi. So even after, when the city shifted from Kashi to Varanasi, the prominence of Kashi Vishwanath temple gained, but equally at that time was also a very prominent Vishnu temple with the name of Bindu Madhava temple. And that temple was built at a very high vantage point. So in fact, I would take a guess that maybe the temple was the most prominent, definitely the most prominent Vishnu temple. It was equally important as the Kashi Vishwanath temple at that point of time. So both the Vaishnavite temple of Bindu Madhava and the Shaivite temple of Kashi Vishwanath were equally important in the city. Both, however, were later on destroyed by Aurangzeb. So Kashi Vishwanath temple, as we all know, became the Gyanvapi mosque, and just close by to the Gyanvapi mosque, the temple again was reconstructed later on. And however, the place where the Bindu Madhva temple existed, that place we can now see as the Alamgir Mosque. If you can see on the map, this is the place, is now the Alamgir Mosque. And close by, little far, is a very small, in the housing area close to the Ghato of Varanasi, is a very small temple with the name of Sri Bindu Madhva temple, where idol of Vishnu is there. So these my friends is the small difference that we should know about when we say Kashi or when we say Varanasi. Thank you very much.